Morning, friends. Whew, it is a chilly morning this morning. I'm just getting ready to head out and go get the goats and take them to their paddock. Um, just thought that I would start the video right here today. It's still pretty cold. It must be maybe 35 degrees out right now. Couple of things I wanted to say to you guys this morning. One of them is that we have finally come up with a name for our place. So you guys will be seeing over the next week, you'll be seeing the name on our YouTube channel change over to our permanent name, and the name on our Facebook page as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not going to give away the name quite yet, but I'm really excited. So I know that we had talked about, oh, there is a really loud bird right near me. We had talked about when we very first sold our house in Washington and we moved into that apartment, we had talked about the fact that once we moved here to Oregon that we would be changing the name of our social media and moving forward through our whatever our business turned into being here in Oregon. So that day has finally come. Let's see, we sold the house last November, December. It's almost been a whole year. But a lot goes into naming a place, and a lot goes into a name. And I'm glad we were slow at trying to figure it out and we didn't just choose the first thing that popped into our head. Our new name is one that means a lot to me. You know, the first half talks about my roots and home and just brings that sense of joy. And then the second half of our name talks about what our hope is for the future of this property. We're going to be utilizing what we forage from our property, the animals that we put on here, and working with nature to help feed our family and eventually your family. So stay tuned for the name of our little place here. But in the meantime, this video is going to be about just getting a couple of things done this morning and getting the goats out in their paddock. We're going to be moving paddocks, which means I need to get my budding gear and start moving fence. So we'll put them in their current one and we'll get started on their next one. I'll take you over here back behind me and I'll show you where their next paddock's going to be. The last few mornings I've been taking the goats out and we take a long roundabout walk to their paddock. So I'll bring them out, cross the driveway. I'm letting them clean up some of the weeds that are hanging on here in the driveway. They get a snack of their favorite little potato chips. That's what we call the leaves that are fallen from the trees. They really like maple leaves. They do not like catalpa leaves. So we'll bring them through here, through our little orchard area under the fruit trees, and work our way over to the area that is next to where we very first put them when we very first got them. And that is this area over here. So going from the left of this big stump here, you can see the ground rod. Hey, this is a good picture to see what hasn't been grazed yet versus what has been. There's a definite line going up in there, huh? So everything on the left here, this they've grazed. that they have not. So this is where we're putting their next paddock. You can see over there on the right where their current one is. This is just kind of the in-between spot. We hadn't had them up here because we had a big tree that had fallen. So now that we have it cut and all of the rounds down by the shop there, now we can fence this in, and this will be their next paddock for quite a while. I would say it's gonna go way up in there too. It's gonna go from down here at the lane. This is what I call this trail here that goes out towards the wellhead. This is the lane. So it goes down here from the lane, and we're gonna go all the way up into there where it starts to get real steep. So this will be a nice long rectangular sort of shape. There's Bella Jane. I'll go up in there. You can see the top of the ridge right up there. You see blue sky past the trees over there. We have a great view at our house. This will be a nice paddock. It's still got some nice tall green grass over here that they can munch on. Goats don't like to mow. Contrary to what some people think, goats do not like mowing. They are browsers, so they will be eating all these blackberry leaves, the little shrubs and little small trees. They'll eat those down. All this poison oak. Ew, poison oak. Yucky. Look at that. Nasty poison oak. And it's tall too. Nasty poison oak. But they love it. So they'll eat all that. They'll go up there by that stump up there, and they'll eat on the bark and whatever they want to eat up there. They're gonna have a heyday. We got this big oak tree that's gonna be dropping all its leaves, and they're gonna eat those up. They're gonna have fun in here. So this is where the goats are going. They're gonna love it. We'll put their shade shack up there somewhere in between probably those two closest trees right there. Hey, side note, we've been putting some boys to work. They don't actually mind chopping wood and splitting it. They're crazy boys who like to show off muscles and things like that. So we've been chopping wood, and we'll get it stacked up underneath the shop there. We'll move that over one bay to the center bay, and then we'll stack the wood back up in there, keep it nice and dry. Another chore to do before it starts raining, right? We're supposed to have a pretty nice week. And thankfully it has been nice. Nice and sunshiny, but pretty darn cold. Bella Jane thought she was gonna go wandering off. What? You hear the goats? You can't see them. All right. Well, we're at the goat barn. I better get in there and give them some loves and then meander on over to their paddock. All right, got the goats out. I don't make Gumball walk on a leash while we're just moseying because, well, frankly, it's a little bit more difficult to control 3 goats on a leash. So I just give them a little bit of extra yummies this morning. Eating on the long grass and the weeds. And we'll mosey around until we get to the opening of their paddock that they're in. Everybody likes some time with the goats. I love the colors that Gumball's getting. He's getting that light buckskin on his pants, on his bottom. And little Beans is getting more gold in his hair. You can see that gold on the back of his neck and his neck, I guess. Nope, there's this Gumball. They're getting jealous. They don't love catalpa leaves. Oh, but she found the blackberry buried underneath there. Beans, go check out the blackberry. Annie found a blackberry. Where'd Gumball go? Oh, he's over there. He's the littlest, so sometimes he can get pushed around by these guys. Beans weighs 50 pounds. Let's see, Annie's 67. And poor little Gumball, he's over there at 40 pounds. So I don't mind letting him sneak a little extra grub without getting shoved around. Come on, little goats. Let's keep walking. They're a little bit jealous because he's eating on blackberries. Come on, you little punk. Oh, come on over here. He's king of the mountain. He is not particularly agile. He has a big belly. Look at him. They haven't even gone out this morning. And old Fatty McGee over here, he's already got a lunch belly. It's kind of permanent fixture on little Beans' gut. See the difference? He's got that big old on that left side. And then here's Annie. Nice and slender. And Gumball's always slender. Such cute little babes. All right. I gotta catch my breath here for a second. So I've been splitting wood and stacking it. I've got it stacked here. We got a little bit of madrone in there too, so I'm putting the madrone off to the side so we can have all the fur in one spot. But it looks nice. I gotta clear it out here. Nice, good working area. Much safer than having it stacked everywhere. And I'm just gonna continue on. I got a stack there behind me. Right there. I'm going to try to get all of that done and stacked, and then maybe I'll leave some of that extra for the guys. Whew, that's hard work. Hard work. It's good for you though. Good for your body. All right, well, I'm going to end this video with saying adios for now. Don't forget to stay tuned to find out our new name on our channel, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook page. Until next time, have a great day.